You've probably seen these sleekly edited videos that were put out by El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele. Now, these are not nationals from El Salvador. And let's get you some details on who these videos are about. These are actually prisoners deported from the United States and sent off to El Salvador. Over 200 of them, allegedly members of the Tren, the Aragua gang, a Venezuelan gang that is believed to be extremely violent and a gang that Donald Trump's administration has accused of being involved in serious and violent crimes in the United States. So what's the El Salvador connection? Well, El Salvador has agreed to house these prisoners in its prison, in this high security prison, which already has quite a notorious reputation. And in return for housing these prisoners, El Salvador will be paid by the United States. It's an arrangement that seems like any other business deal. But here's the problem. And before we get to the legality of it, what has Trump actually done? Trump has used the Enemy Aliens Act to deport all of these Venezuelan nationals to a third country. And usually these deportations are done for those nationals which belong to countries where the United States is at war with them. Now, in this case, this is how Trump has justified using the Alien Enemies Act.
Well, this is a time of war because Biden allowed millions of people, many of them criminals, many of them at the highest levels. They emptied jails out. Other nations emptied their jails into the United States. It's an invasion. And these are criminals, many, many criminals. Murderers, drug dealers at the highest level, drug lords, people from mental institutions. That's an invasion. They invaded our country. So this isn't, in that sense, this is war.
Legality aside, there is also talk about whether he should have continued to carry on with this, especially when a judge in Washington was hearing the case. And the same judge had actually asked the US government to put their deportation plans on hold for 14 days. So has Trump and his administration violated a court order? Now, Trump's administration has justified this by saying that this goes beyond the brief of what a federal judge can do. Trump has of course said that it is like being at war, and especially given the background of this gang, he says he's totally justified. In fact, when a report in a newspaper came out saying that this is illegal, Nayib Bukele, who is of course the president of El Salvador, had only this to say, an emoji, a laughing emoji saying, well, it's too late because the Venezuelan nationals were already in his high security prison. But as much as he finds humor in it, lawyers who are ready to argue this case in court are not finding anything funny about it. And they're saying what Donald Trump has in fact done is illegal. And this is why they say what he's done may not stand in court.
Yeah, so I think there's two parts to what's going on. The first is, even if any of the individuals are members of the gang, the law cannot be used for straight immigration purposes because the TDA is not a foreign government or nation. But beyond that, even if it were legal to invoke the Alien Enemies Act, these individuals must be given an opportunity to show that they are not members of the gang. And what we understand is that many of the people, including our named plaintiffs, are not members of the gang. So for that reason alone, this is illegal.
So is Donald Trump now ready to collide with the judiciary? We will know that soon. For more such videos, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more such stories.